I'm caps lock different. It's facts, not fiction. Said I black out for real, then the track gone missing. If it's cap, I'm dipping. We ain't talking about a move, then it's flatline finished. When I spaz, I'm grinning. Put a peel off in the Sadies and I pass by spinning. It's perks with this life, but I don't have my skinach. Took a quick trip and now I'm back home winning. And I see they eyes pop like I snack on spinach. Pull up to the spot, she tryna grab my digits. I'm already 8 shots, a Henny past my limit. Here you go. Hazards with a dash full of tickets. I'ma act like I don't see them. I got bad eye vision. Y'all can't pass my scrimmage. While y'all tripping, it's Aruba. I realized I had to go and flip.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to episode 219 of Psychotic and Iconic. Paul's here along my co-hosts Nick Theories and Philly Phil. Thank you to everybody that's tuned into the live stream. Thank you to everybody that likes, follows, and subscribes to all of our platforms. Sorry for the 2-week absence. Nick got married. Then he went on his honeymoon, so we took some time off because we had a bunch of shit going on. Rehearsal dinner, Men's Warehouse in Deptford is garbage. It fucked everybody's tux up. I actually got to check for that refund.
Yo, dude. Well, check your credit card thing.
I do, yeah.
Yo, that shit, they were garbage.
What happened with yours?
They were whole.
My pants looked like they could have fit me from 8th grade. So I had 2 pairs of pants. They put my my cufflinks and my bow tie were in my shoe. I couldn't find them. They didn't come in like the little baggie. The shoes, I still have a mark on my foot from the shoes being dug into my foot because they were so stiff.
I'm about to say those shoes actually fucked my shit up too.
Oh my God, they were horrible.
And same thing with E. You said they were bad too.
Yeah, dude. It was just I went there, they got 5 people working. They got 2 guys are on the cashier. 1 guy is folding shirts. The other guy is walking around, and they got 1 female measuring everybody. And it's like, what are you doing? You got 5 workers here not doing shit. You got 1 person with a line of people in front of her. Like, I went back after your wedding, Phil. They didn't have my measurements saved. I didn't even need to get measured again, but I had to simply because they didn't have my measurements saved. Then I get there, the pants don't work. The vest was weird as hell. So, I mean, it was just...
they were a fucking nightmare, dude. They sucked.
That's crazy.
Straight up, bro. They were so ass,
They
dude.
had
Like,
all my measurements on file.
bro, I was going there the day
that's
before.
why I was mad.
Yeah, they had all my shit on file. I didn't even have to get remeasured.
Oh, my handkerchief and my handkerchief and my cufflinks were in my shoe.
I'm not even kidding. Yo, the first jacket they gave me, like the white jacket that I wore at nighttime, it would have fit Gianni. I'm not capping, bro. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't put my fucking arms through it. The sleeve cut to the elbow, bro. It was like one of those baseball shirts. You know those baseball shirts cut off? It was bad, man. And then I had to pick up all the studs for the shirts the day before because they didn't fucking deliver it on the time they were supposed to on Tuesday when I went there. I had to go there 4 fucking times to get everything in order. That shit was a nightmare, dude. But the wedding was fucking fire. The wedding
was awesome.
Yo, I changed my views on everything about that shit.
I actually think
dude.
my feet hurt from the tuxedo shoes because of dancing.
Yeah.
That's what I think really screwed me up.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, when I got home and took my shoes off, I felt like I needed new feet. That's how bad my feet hurt, dude. It was like walking on planks.
It was like the top of your foot right here, right?
Yeah, dude, I still have the indent. Like,
because the shoes are pointed.
Yeah.
I still have the indent from the tongue of the shoe, dude. That's a scar forever.
That's good.
I'll always remember it.
He said the same exact thing. He was like, Phil, you still got a mark on your foot? I was like, yeah.
I will say too, the funniest thing about this, and it's so weird because like there was that day was so fun from the minute everybody got to the house until the end of the night. One of the funniest things of that was during dinner. And I told you this story already when it was me, my brother, and Palante, and they both had the sea bass.
Yeah.
Dude, that was the best piece of fish I've ever eaten. That was like, and I love filet, but that was like, I was so mad I had the filet at that point because that sea bass was untouchable. It was untouchable. The filet was banging.
Oh, that filet was good.
With the caramelized onions and the bacon on top. But the sea bass was just different.
Yeah.
The sea bass was different. And it was so good, dude. It was an awesome day. I had so much fun walking out with Alana. Seeing everybody. It was wild. Vespi, of course, best DJ in the tri-state area. He just knows what he's doing. Keeps everybody on the dance floor at all times. The food was banging. The drinks were strong. Yeah, that was really it.
I love hearing that, man. Like,
and
that's all we've heard too since that day concluded. It was like everybody had a great time. They danced. They loved the music. Like nobody left the dance floor.
No.
Never.
Nope.
Never. Like even myself, I ain't leaving that dance floor.
I would
you know what I
say
mean? Like
I died probably around 10:30. That last half hour was when I
was pushing. Man. I didn't give a fuck.
I didn't give a shit.
I lost weight that night, cuz I swear to God, I got back to the fucking hotel. My suit was drenched.
Oh, pause on this. When I gave you a hug when I left, and you gave me a hug, dude, I was laughing. I was telling Allison when we were walking out, I'm like, yo, Nick was wet.
Oh, I was wet.
You weren't sweating. You were
Pause.
wet, dude. Like I felt that. I'm like, holy
It was
shit.
great, man.
But you kept your jacket on the whole time too.
Yeah. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like my whole perspective on weddings changed. Like, you know how like we've always said they're so fucking expensive and like why the fuck would we do this and all this shit? Bro, if I could go back, I would do it all over again.
Yeah.
Because that was I can honestly say that was the best day of my life.
It was
like
amazing.
I honestly could say that. I was so damn wrong about it. Because I'm like, oh, it's gonna go by so fast. What's the point? Like 6 hours. Shit, I better be fed fucking grapes all day. You know what I mean? But like in reality, that was from start to finish the best day, dude. I was with my best friends, having the best time. You have your family there, everybody in one room that you truly care about in that one spot. Like that's never gonna happen again.
I know.
And like when you actually sit back and realize that and take it all in, there's nothing better, bro. That was the best day of my life.
And then you dropping the bottle.
Oh my fucking God, dude.
And like I'm sitting there and I look over and I see Alyssa's face like drop, like she wanted to kill you. And then like I know you and I'm like you could even see in the video, that little Instagram clip, like I don't even have an expression because I'm like, this motherfucker. Man. And I just said, I'm like, and I looked at you and listen, I'm like, in about 5 years, that is going to be one of your favorite memories of your wedding video.
Dude, that video was actually funny.
So,
Yo,
but,
I can pull it up right now.
That's actually crazy.
Is it on Liz's?
No, I sent it. I forget who. I think it was on the photographer.
It's on the photographer's page, Mark Lewis Photography.
But yeah, no, it was a great day, dude, from start to finish. I mean, just having everybody come over early in the morning, and the party really did start at like 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Like that's when it really.
We had a good time.
Everybody just got to my house and we just started rolling.
The morning was great. Like that was fun as shit.
Yeah, it was. Everything was fun. Then like the bus was fun. I mean, there wasn't there. And the thing is too is like what's crazy is you had an early ceremony, and the gap between the ceremony and the reception. Normally those gaps are like downtime. There was no downtime.
Nah.
Like the bus was popping. Yeah. The pictures were fun. Stopping and peeing in the park. Yeah. Like those are all fun little things. Like
memories.
That gap actually felt short. And it was 4 hours.
Dude, it went by so fucking fast. So, I couldn't believe it.
I know, but it was it was an amazing fucking day.
Yeah,
like it really was. It was one of the most fun weddings I've ever been to.
Yeah, dude, we're so happy to hear that, dude. Like that ass. Like that was just great. I mean, your speech was fucking all time legendary, dude. I can't wait to get the video back and have your speech on there.
Well, here's the thing. The speech I'll be proud of. Me and Allie dancing will be on that video, and it's going to be.
Oh my God! When you guys are dropping it low, that shit was great, yo.
So I know that's going to make it.
It's definitely
afterwards,
on there.
we started laughing, and I'm like, oh my God, we were just getting buck wild for the video.
No, hell yeah.
The videographer was right in our grill
right
when we
there,
were doing
dude.
it.
Yeah, and then it was like a circle around you guys too. It was fucking perfect moment, dude.
But no, that was great.
Flawless execution is what I call it.
I gotta say this too. It was really, dude. It's really funny about that. Like now that I'm better with public speaking, obviously from the podcast and the criticism and all that, I can't remember a time that I was more nervous going up there for that speech than I was when I did stand up.
No way.
I'm telling you.
Why?
I think
you told me you weren't nervous. You was like, "Oh yeah, I got this. I do this." And I'm like, "Oh, all right."
Go ask Stanton.
I'm like, "Okay."
Stanton was at the table. He said, "I don't think I've ever seen you like that."
Why?
Rattled. I don't.
What made you nervous?
I think it was because like I kind of always
all eyes on you.
No, it wasn't that. I think it was part of it, but I think it was more so I knew the whole goddamn room.
Yeah.
When I did the stand up, so I didn't know anyone. I only knew 25, and it was the people.
True.
It was like my gang, you could call it.
Yeah.
And it was like they already know from my text messages what I'm about. But when I know people's families and they have seen me since I'm 6, 7 years old, like I know yours and Alyssa's have both watched me from 7 to 32.
Yeah.
About to be 33. So it's like when I see that, and it just hit me all at once. And it was just when I got up there, I'm like, holy shit. Like I couldn't believe it. I felt rattled when I was walking up there.
That's crazy. I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I felt rattled, and then I got grooving, and I'm like, all right, we're good to go. So
yeah. When did it click for you though?
Click what? Like here we go.
Like, yeah. Like when you were like, oh, this ain't that bad.
Probably right after the first paragraph when when I said, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Mike. For those of you that do know me, I apologize. Right after that, and then it was funny too.
Because you got a good reaction.
And I'll remember this, when I made the joke about following and subscribing to the platform, I will never forget. Phil was standing at the bar and I saw this dude put both his hands up and start screaming. That was
Billy Phil
from the bar. That is the face that I remember when I looked around the room and made eye contact. When I look up, I remember your face distinctly standing at the bar. I can tell you exactly where you were. That is what I remember from that speech, was staring at that. Was Phil looking at me cheering for me when I made the joke. But that was exactly.
That makes one of us, because I don't fucking remember.
Phil was fucking lit.
I was
straight up.
It was dude. It was great.
Oh my God. Man.
All right, so let's get to week 7 now. Eagles put paws on the Giants 28-3. Saquon went brazy, 176 on 17 touches. I thought it was awesome what he said to Nick Sirianni. Let the young boys eat. I don't want to go for the record. I thought that was really humble of him. What have you made with the Eagles so far? Because I know they've been like a contentious team. You don't really know what's up or down. So
their defense has looked great the last 2 weeks.
That's been the most impressive.
Yeah, I know. So
well, aside from Saquon.
Yeah, I mean, to shut the Giants had 119 total yards. I mean, they couldn't do anything all day. And I mean, Malik Neighbors, he was almost invincible. So
Quinyon Mitchell had him in jail.
What?
He had him in jail.
Oh yeah, he was locked up, dude. I mean, the Giants couldn't move the football. The Eagles came after him.
Yep.
It came after Daniel Jones. 8 sacks on the day. That's, 28-3. They absolutely dominated on the defensive side.
Yeah.
Offensively, Jalen Hurts throwing only 14 passes. Like, it's starting to seem like that is the Eagles, but they're trying to transition to being a more run heavy team, which I love, because Jalen Hurts he's turnover machine. You know what I mean? In the first four weeks, I think he had 7 total turnovers.
Bullshit. Go back to last year.
Well, I'm just saying, he had 7 turnovers for the first 4 weeks. So I think the Eagles, after the bye, are like, all right, let's limit the opportunities of putting ourselves in harm's way. We have Saquon Barkley. We have a good offensive line. Let's run the fucking ball and let's become run first. And then once they load up the box, then you can throw it, because you have 2 dynamic wide receivers along with Goddard when he's healthy, to throw the ball and attack. So to me, the Eagles, the game plan moving forward for the rest of the season, run. That's exactly what I would do.
Yeah, I mean, I've been impressed with the Eagles defense. Vic Fangio has been coaching the shit out of them. They actually look like a formidable defense. Like, they don't look like a defense. They don't look like the Bengals defense, which the Bengals defense looks like a train wreck.
Oh, they're bad.
But I mean, that's been the best thing. One thing I do want to touch on, though, because Saquon has basically saved the Eagles. Because if we didn't have Saquon, we would be bad.
We would be probably 1-5.
And the craziest thing about that is running backs matter. And you can see it because it's in the same division. The Eagles get Saquon Barkley, which is a premier running back, and he's changed their offense, and he is the offense. And when the Eagles figure that out, they will be better for it, because the offense needs to go through Saquon. On the flip side, in Dallas, you have 0 running game, and that's why your offense this year has blown. You have no running game, and and I said this beforehand. Like, Dak is good, whatever. They have one playmaker. It's CD.
Yeah, but that's because you become one-dimensional. Once
Everybody
you become
knows.
one-dimensional, you're in trouble.
You're done.
You're done.
So that's what I'm talking about. Like, running backs they need to get more respect. Running backs can change a team. You're watching it with the Eagles, and you're watching it on the opposite side with the Cowboys.
Well, look at the Niners. The Niners don't have CMC, and they're like what? They're
struggling
4.
too. They're also wrecked with injuries.
Yeah, they are wrecked with injuries, but CMC, he makes a difference.
Yeah,
like he does. I know Jordan Mason stepped in and he's been playing really well, and then the Garendo guy went off last week or whatever. But other than that, I mean, CMC, the things that he could do offensively, catching the football and running between the tackles, is the best in the league. And what's crazy is the guy that the Cowboys lost, and Tony Pollard, he's been putting on for the Titans. He's played really well this year. Now look, they caught back shots this week, 34-10. But for all intents and purposes, Tony Pollard has been good this year. It's his second year removed from the leg injury, which I thought he would be better. I actually liked him in fantasy because I thought that he would be better. And he's been the workworkhorse for them. He has. He really has. Spears has been hurt, but he's been the one getting the bulk of the carries. I don't even know who their backup is. Is it Deion White? Something like that. I don't even know. Deion White. Or you mean what's his
No,
name?
wait, Deion. No, wait, what's his name? You sleep on Deion.
Deion Lewis.
Deion Lewis.
Oh, he
Deion
was
Lewis.
great,
That's
man.
what it was.
PPR machine right there.
That was Seamus's boy.
Yeah,
Deion
Lewis,
Gallagher.
crazy.
So staying with the Bills, they got Amari Cooper. He caught a touchdown pass in his first week. He's going to change life for Josh this year.
He didn't even know the play.
I know.
Keon
You saw
Coleman.
Acho break that down.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That is the show of all shows in the morning.
That show is great.
That show is like a podcast.
It is.
It's four dudes hanging out talking.
Yeah, but they're like smart and they're not like biased either. Like you could tell bias aside, they're just breaking down film and they're seeing what they're seeing as a player and they're relaying the information of how they would react and how the players in the locker room react to certain things. You know what I mean? Like based on what they see. It's fucking cool, dude. They have it down, bro.
What do you think about your boy, JA17? 12 touchdowns, 15 total, 0 interceptions through 7 weeks.
I mean, you speak on it because you're the one who says he's a
impressed.
turnover machine.
He is. I'm impressed by him.
Because the only turnover machine I see in the league is Mr. 15 in Kansas City. He's lucky he's 6-0.
Oh, you mean
it's overshadowed?
You mean Bo Mahomes?
Just saying.
Because that's who he reminds me of.
Just saying, bro.
His stats look like Bo Nix.
Yeah, like, and he's the favorite to win the MVP.
Makes no sense. Not anymore. Not anymore.
Not anymore.
No, he actually lost. Lamar's
favorite.
Lamar. But he's still ahead of Josh Allen, which is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it's what
he's second. But that's again. We can just do it right now. No, we'll talk about them in a minute because I do want to touch on Mahomes, but that's in a few things. But I went and checked something out today because Josh Allen having no interceptions through 7 weeks is fucking awesome. Good for him. And the thing is it's showing you when he doesn't turn the ball over, he is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
You can't turn the ball over like that. And look, Hurts played one of his better games against the Giants. He was slow starting, but he played well. He didn't have any turnovers. But I went and researched this today because I was curious, dude. So in 2023, right? He had through his first 7 games, he had 246 pass attempts through 7 weeks.
Right.
This year he has 189. He has 57 less pass attempts.
Yeah.
So my thing is they're taking the ball out of his hands. You're getting your run. Now this is Joe Brady because they did it last year when Stephon Diggs got phased out. But you're taking the ball out of Josh Allen's hands. You're letting James Cook and Ray Davis, when James got out. But you're letting them run and you're establishing the ground game.
Yeah.
Now the pressure for Josh isn't overwhelming where he needs to feel like I got to be Superman and bust it wide open on this play and throw a 60-yard pass. I can take the underneath shit. When you see Josh Allen have 3 touchdowns and 202 yards, his yards aren't high, but that's efficient football. You're moving the chains. You're doing that. You don't need to throw for 300 and 400 yards every game.
This weekend, though.
He did this weekend. But I'm just saying, for Joe Brady to recognize that, Josh Allen to buy into that, 57 less attempts, and look at the results.
Yeah.
Look at the results. It's right there for you. It's right there for you. And Josh is second in the league in the MVP to me. He's second in the league.
I mean,
I'll say he's 1A, 1B. You could argue either way with him and Lamar, but Patrick Mahomes Patrick Mahomes not even top 5. Patrick Mahomes stinks this year.
Like I'm like bullshit aside, dude. Like Josh Allen right now is, to me, he's the MVP over Lamar, and it's not because Lamar is not having an MVP season. Like he's definitely in the consideration. I would put Lamar number 2, truthfully, and then I would have Jared Goff as number 3. That's how I would rank those quarterbacks. So I would go Josh Allen, and then I would go Lamar, and then Jared Goff. That's how
I got those. Yeah, those 3 are right. I would say
think that's fair. Right. You know what I mean? And the only reason why I have Josh ahead of Lamar is because if you take Josh off the Buffalo Bills, they're the Miami Dolphins right now. Straight up.
Who's their backup? I'm just curious. I don't know.
I honestly don't even know myself. Who is their backup?
Is it Trubisky?
It's Trubisky.
Okay.
Yeah, they're the Miami Dolphins, bro.
Yeah.
So it's like, if I take Lamar off there, they got Henry. Henry carried a team by himself. He did it with Ryan Tannehill. He could do it, bro.
No, I know that. I know. But that's, again, and
I've seen Tyler Huntley even step in there and had success. Like,
well,
with
that's
the
crazy because you saw Tyler Huntley now with the Dolphins. He looks inept.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So,
the Ravens have a system where, like, if you have that skill set fits that system.
But do you know?
It just does. They built the system around Lamar. Tyler Huntley has Lamar, tendencies.
So check this out. Last year, Josh Allen I'm sorry. Right now, Josh Allen has 1,483 yards, 12 passing touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 108 rating, and a 63% completion percentage. Lamar Jackson has 1,810 passing yards, 15 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, a 118 rating, and a 68% completion percentage. And I did the stats on him too. Last year, he threw 200 pass attempts through 7 games. This year, he's at 198. So it's the exact same formula. The only difference is me and you talked about this in the summer. There is no stopping Derrick Henry in that offense when they run an RPO. He can throw to Rashad Bateman and them dudes when you have that in your backfield. I said this, when you chase Lamar around for a half, 3 quarters, and then you get Derrick Henry coming, you don't want to get in front of that.
Mm-hmm.
He just said the other night he had 21 miles an hour.
Yeah.
He's 250 pounds.
He got caught though.
Because he is 31 years old.
He said he was
He's
slow.
an old running back. He
tweeted that he was slow as fuck on that play.
Well, 21 miles an hour ain't slow.
Yeah. But so, you want to hear another stat? So if you want to break down, right? Josh Allen is the 6th quarterback in NFL history to start a season with 7 straight games without an interception. 6 of all time. That's crazy.
Who is
Josh Allen?
Do you know the ones?
I don't know the ones.
I would guess Brady, Breeze.
I would probably guess
Aaron, Manning.
And there's probably somebody that's like
a weird ass, like Case Keenum.
Yeah,
there's always a weird,
or like Trent Dilfer or something.
Well, it was funny, They showed that stat on Lamar the other night, where Lamar is one of like 6 quarterbacks, and it's like Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning with 5 touchdown games, 0 interceptions, and I'm like, but when you look at that, I'm using it for reference because Lamar don't fit in that category. 5 touchdowns and 0 picks because that's not Lamar's game. Although he did throw a fucking dot to Bateman.
Oh yeah.
That was right on the money.
Yeah. Dude, you know what cracks me up though is that, like, remember we made that video of like Lamar Jackson of the MVP and all that shit, and it's like, that take can still exist.
Absolutely,
Lamar can still be playing great, right? But that take can still exist because the comments are like, oh, I'm just coming back to this page to remind y'all that he's the MVP, and I'm like, yeah, like that. I understand what you're saying. Like, he's playing MVP ball right now, but that didn't matter. I'm talking about last year and in previous years.
Yeah,
like
now.
I'm talking about not right now. Like, that's just, people are just so fucking stupid.
I know.
I just can't stand that.
It's so funny, dude. Every time I post a TikTok, like I posted a few this week, just rip it on Deshaun Watson because allow me to read it. I'm very, very happy that he got fucked up. And I wish he tore both Achilles, not just one. But my thing is like, I'll go on there and like, I just tell them now, my response to everybody when they get in there and tell me I'm crazy, I'm just like, bruh, pick a different hill to die on. Don't die on like a sexual predator. What are we doing here?
I know.
Like they're saying like, oh, this is the dumbest video ever. And it's like, why? Why?
They have to hate.
And then you don't know ball and all this. And I'm just, you guys are so fucking corny, man. You come in there, you clown me, but you don't tell me why I'm wrong. I said to everybody, tell me why I'm wrong. Mm-hmm. I'll cook you real fast. I don't even have enough characters. That's how much I can cook you.
But you know what's crazy though? Like that, I felt like the Ravens and the Bucks game when I was watching that, it felt like if Baker would have won that game, the way they started that game, it looked like, like holy shit, Tampa's for real, right? It looked like to me like Baker would have been probably in my top 3 MVP conversations if it wasn't for that game.
That's not even a question.
Like, but the way they got blown the fuck out. I mean,
total different class.
To be honest with you, when Mike went out of that game, that was it. Like, it kind of sucked the life out of the team. I
kind of disagree, dude. I think it was the interception in the red zone that sank him, and it was on Baker, dude. And you saw him like put his head back, like, oh my God, what am I doing?
Right. But if Mike is there, he's so reliable that like I feel like they probably score because Mike is Mike in the red zone. The world knows that the ball's going to
you can't do nothing about it.
He can't do nothing. Yeah. He's his size, the way that he knows to get open in that space is elite.
Yeah.
And Baker can put it right there. So when you have that combination that they've been doing all year, that opens up Godwin, that opens up other pieces like K-Dot, and like, yeah, it's like when you lose that red zone threat, it makes it harder to score. So I'm
so sad for Chris Godwin.
That sucked.
Dude.
I know.
Like, that was like Todd Bowles, bro. What are you doing?
I don't know.
What are you doing, dude?
The game was out of hand.
Like, your season's probably done.
And yeah, I mean, well,
unless Baker could, do some shit. Who knows? They got a decent cushion, and Atlanta has come back down to earth. They look like the Atlanta I thought they'd be, where, as opposed to Kirk throwing for 500 yards and going crazy. But it really sucks, man. It really sucks because they don't get Evans back now until I think they said week 11 after the bye.
Yeah,
so
that makes sense though.
Yeah. Game of the week for me, Lions versus the Vikings. Lions came back to win 31-29. What do you think about the Lions, bro? Because I see people having conversations like, are they the best team in the NFC? And for me with the Lions, it's like, fuck the NFC. They're the best team in the NFL.
Ooh, really? You think so?
If
losing Aiden Hutchinson to me, that's a big.
I know, but I just, bro, they have more touchdowns than incompletions over their last 4 games.
Yeah, but I don't think they're better than the Chiefs.
I think the Lions are better than the Chiefs.
I don't.
I do. That's all day. The Lions aren't better than the Chiefs?
I don't think so.
Shit.
That Chiefs defense is elite, bro.
I know. I just picked them up.
They're really good.
I know.
They're
We're going to talk about them.
They're elite defense. So if Mahomes could figure it out, because they just got D-Hop. I don't love that move. Like, I get it. It's kind of desperation.
They should have got Deontay, and I'm not just saying for fantasy purposes. They should have got a Deontay Johnson. Actually, Drew Angelosi said this. Romeo Dobbs, like you need them quick, shifty guys in the middle. I thought it was I actually commented on, like, yo, that's an awesome fucking take.
Yeah.
But I thought Romeo Dobbs would be a good fit. I thought Deontay Johnson would be an amazing fit.
Mm-hmm.
And just going like players like that. Like they said they were trying to get Cooper Kupp, but they didn't want to play his salary. Bro, if you put Cooper Kupp on there, I look, he's injury prone now.
That's what I'm saying. But I don't even
assuming health isn't a thing. If you give Patrick Mahomes Cooper Kupp, bro, he'll have 7,000 passing yards.
I don't know.
With a healthy Kupp?
I know, but he has to learn the offense too. Like that.
They're gonna put him in a slot and tell him, yo,
like
run around.
time. Yeah, but timing with the quarterback and the wide receiver is everything. Yep. Like I feel like it takes time to build that.
Yeah.
Like that's why, like when Stafford was there, like when he got to LA, they worked on that on the whole offseason. Like they got a rapport before the season began, and then he just went crazy. He had that MVP season because Stafford, they got on the same page. To get on the same page with a wide receiver that elite and very particular I think is difficult. I am in a short and the time frame that you want it to be good. I don't know if it would work.
So do you think D-Hop or Kupp would have been a better fit?
I mean, obviously Kupp.
Okay.
Like I think Kupp is definitely the guy over D-Hop.
Do you think D-Hop's gonna have a big impact?
I think in the red zone, yeah, I think so. I don't know because D-Hop's not healthy. Like he has like what he had don't he have like a knee problem this year?
He's gonna be the Devontae Adams. He's gonna heal miraculously.
No,
I mean not for nothing, bro. But how do you get motivated to play with Will Levis? Will Levis has thrown for 500 yards in 7 games.
Well, they had Mason Rudolph.
I forgot that's how ass they are. I forgot that they put in Mason Rudolph.
Well, Levis is hurt though. I think it's something at his elbow or something. But still, I mean, I see your point, but at the same time, it's like I don't know how impactful he's going to be, bro. I mean,
do you still believe in the Vikings?
I mean, DeAndre Hopkins, like just let's go back to it, right? Like he had 1 target last game against the Bills. Like if the Chiefs are playing against the Bills in the postseason and the Chiefs have DeAndre Hopkins, if I'm the Bills, DeAndre Hopkins don't scare me. Like at all. Like,
yeah, I'm with you.
I mean, DeAndre Hopkins had 1 catch for -2 yards. I mean, they proven they could stop him. So it's like there's no threat there. I don't know. That's kind of how I see it. I don't think that move scares the Bills. I don't think it scares anybody in the AFC. I just don't see it. If it was 4 years ago, okay, well, shit, they got DeAndre Hopkins. There they fucking come.
Yeah, he's old.
He's over the hill, bro. And he was great, but I just don't think that he's going to move the needle for the Chiefs at all. Like I'd rather have Juju if he's healthy because at least he knows the offense. At what? In 2022, he had a good season with the
No, I know that, but damn.
But I'm just saying he knows the offense. He plays a certain role in that offense that would have more value than what DeAndre Hopkins would probably bring.
I don't even know. What did he get hurt with this week? Why did he get? I don't even know what his injury was.
Pussy.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
I'm being dead serious.
Yeah,
Do you know what it was?
His pussy. Yeah.
He tore his labia?
Yeah. I mean, bro, 3 snaps into the game and he's fucking hurt. He re-injures his hamstring. Like what is that? You know what I mean? Like that's what I've been dealing with all year, bro. With this fucking stupid
it's
shit.
Your year. What do
It
you think? So for a second time, despite the loss, do you think the Vikings are a contender? Because you ignored me the first time.
I didn't ignore you. We were just
spitting.
talking about some shitting. The Vikings?
Yeah. Sorry, for a third time. Do you still think the Vikings are a contender?
Yeah, I definitely do. I mean, Sam Darnold. Have you watched him play?
Yeah. What is going to happen with them?
I don't know what you do with Sam.
With Sammy D?
I fuck with Sammy D, bro. He's really good. He's got that team playing really well. I mean, him and Jefferson have a connection.
Bro, I got Kyron Williams and Aaron Jones playing tomorrow night. I got both my running back on Thursdays, and I hate Thursdays.
That sucks.
I mean, I'm good. Look, I'm playing Justin. He blows, but I'm just saying, like,
that does suck.
I hate
Thursdays suck, man. They do, bro. They're the worst games, bro.
I hate that.
I know.
Dude. Like,
I just ran into that last week.
That's my worst nightmare.
With Kamara. I had like fucking Kamara last week, and that's
bro. If either of my running backs
week,
go
like,
Alvin Kamara, I'm gonna be sick.
Yeah, I know.
If they go Alvin, I'm gonna be sick. But back to what you're saying, I'm sorry. I'm with you on that. I think Jefferson and Sammy really rock with each other.
Hell yeah.
Like they just
they lost by 2
something.
points. They're 5-1.
And it was a last minute drive.
They're 5-1. That's fucking insane. They're tied with they're tied with the Lions.
Dude, that division is crazy.
That division is going to be good for years to come too. Because the Vikings ain't going nowhere. They have good players on offense.
I know.
They don't even have Hawkinson coming back
and
yet.
Their defense, man, their defense is crazy good.
Like, when you get Hawkinson coming back, I mean, that's
comes back. I think he might play tomorrow.
Like, that's going to be tough, man. You know, so he's another explosive player. You're going to have him, Jefferson, Addison. You got Aaron Jones. Like, they got weapons. And Sam Darnold's playing like this. I mean, they're definitely going to make some noise.
Staying in the NFC North, what do you think about Jordan Love? Like, can he take how far can he take the Packers? Because I got to be honest, bro. When I watch Jordan Love play the position, bro, he legitimately looks like one of the top quarterbacks in the league. Like, he's a premier quarterback, bro, throwing the ball.
I think he's a top 5 quarterback, but
that's what I'm talking about. Like, take out the regulars.
I think he's way better than CJ Stroud.
I believe that. I'm with you on that. He is better than Stroud.
Like, I think he's better than Stroud.
He is better than Stroud.
Like I would take Jordan Love's career right now over CJ Stroud.
So would I.
I think I would bet on that.
Because Jordan Love just the way his arm talent is crazy, bro.
He gets it. He gets it. Yeah, like he understands the game. Like he learned from Aaron Rodgers. He did.
See it.
And
you could see it.
He emulated Aaron Rodgers' game. The arm angles, the way he moves in the pocket, the way he delivers the football. Like, he has Aaron Rodgers tendencies. Like, I'll bet on that any day of the week.
And he has the right attitude.
He's a good
player.
When
I watch him, bro, I'm just like, holy shit. Like, outside of your Mahomeses, your Allens, Lamar, Burrow, like, after that, me and you have pretty much said, for the most part, after those 3 or 4 dudes, I don't know if you have Lamar up there. I do. But for me, after those 4 quarterbacks, you can argue however you want.
Well, right now, Lamar will be there. Yeah.
But after those 4, bro, there ain't nobody in the league taking somebody over Jordan Love.
Damn. I don't know.
Who do you think would be in that conversation? Herbert, Dak? I mean, that Stafford, that would be your next group. Seriously. I'm not even capping. That would be your next group.
Kyler.
Come on, fam.
Nah, I wouldn't put Kyler in there.
Come on, fam. He stinks.
Yeah, I don't think he stinks.
Oh, he stinks. He's the most overrated quarterback in football.
You think he stinks?
Kyler Murray stinks. I'm a Marvin Harrison owner in 3 leagues. Stinks. Marvin Harrison right now could have 800 yards if Kyler Murray could read a fucking defense. Kyler Murray is overrated. Kyler Murray stinks. I'm so tired of him, dude. I don't even know why I bought stock in Marvin Harrison Jr. I've hated Kyler Murray since he came into the league.
Yeah,
he stinks. He stinks, dude. I will never own another Cardinals wide receiver as long as that fucking midget is the quarterback.
I don't know. I mean, he gets McBride the ball, though. He's doing all right.
It's a tight end, bro. It's a little safety blanket.
That's true. But all right, but it's not Kyler. I'm not going to put Kyler in there.
Yeah, come on. You got me sweating over here now.
But what do you think? I mean, is there anybody else? Any rookies that you could think of? I think Jaden Daniels could be one of them.
Yeah, he looks, bro. Jordan Love's arm talent is so like out of this world, dude. Like, it's
so where do you put Sam Darnold at then? In the plethora of quarterbacks, where would you rank Sam Darnold as of right now?
He's a bottom level B.
But what does that mean? Is he a top 15, top 10?
This year he's playing. He's a back end. He's a back end 10. He's towards that back end in that 10, 11, 12 range, maybe.
Probably that 13 range.
He's somewhere
12.
around there. I mean, because you think about
he
it.
might be. I mean,
not for nothing, but if we're just going off of this year, Patrick Mahomes ain't a top 5 quarterback right now.
No, absolutely.
He's not. He's just not. Like, not for nothing. Not. Justin Herbert's been better than Mahomes this year. And Justin Herbert's throwing the fucking Will Disley and Ladd McConkey and dudes I can't even name.
Yeah, that shit's crazy. Yo, Will Disley, yo, he was shitting the other night.
Jay Disley. I know.
Shit. I was like, oh, fuck.
I know.
Jay had a career night.
So it's like Justin Herbert's been better than him. Dak's been trash this year. Jalen Hurts has been trash this year. CJ Stroud, like
Rodgers has been trash.
Yeah, Rodgers has been trash. I mean, to my surprise, just straight up. And CJ Stroud, 10 of 21 for 86 yards. I mean, I got questions here because I asked in the summer, I said CJ Stroud has a bomb squad. If he wasn't on the trajectory that he was last year, were we going to keep the same energy for him that we kept for Jalen Hurts? Because Jalen Hurts has a bomb squad. Jalen Hurts, 1,308 yards, 7 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, a 94 rating, and a 68% completion percentage. CJ Stroud, 1,660 yards, 10 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, a 95 rating, and a 66 completion percentage. What are we talking about? They're having the same year, but one guy is trash and one guy, CJ, is like big brother now.
Yeah, I hate that.
So that's what I'm talking about, where CJ Stroud now has the narrative around him that he's a superstar. So now you're going to ignore shit because you just think he's like that, and you're going to look at 5-2. You threw 10 of 21 for 86 yards in a big game against Jordan Love? Come on, bro. I want to keep the same energy, and I've been saying this, dude. And this is the stuff that pisses me off and I don't even hate CJ Stroud like that. But when you get into these quarterback comparisons and you're talking about stuff, and I got to read every week how Jalen Hurts is ass, this one's ass, and then they're telling me like, oh, CJ Stroud's him.
I'm not a CJ Stroud guy, but like we have to recognize it is one bad game. Like he has been playing pretty decent all year though, like in fairness.
Bro, I know that, but
like he's thrown for 300 yards a couple games, you know what I mean? Against Jacksonville and Buffalo. Like
I mean, Jalen's had one bad game. And not for nothing, Jalen Hurts is a drop pass from Saquon Barkley from being 5-1 too.
Yeah, no, I get that. But I'm just saying, like, you're comparing those two quarterbacks, which is fair. I'm just saying, like, in terms of CJ Stroud, like, I get it. I'm not a Stroud guy either. I hate how he acts like he's big homie to the rookies. Like, I don't know. I just feel like, oh yeah, you'll get better. He was saying that to Drake May, Caleb Williams. Like, I just felt like he was like, oh yeah, I'm already him. I did this already in my rookie season. Follow my lead because you'll be like me. That's kind of how I taken those post game kind of interactions with the other quarterback. Like, I hate that.
So, you know what's crazy?
One bad game, I'm not going to say that he is,
Well, no, here's the thing. I'm not talking about one bad game. He had a horrible game, but I gave you his stats in totality. Yeah. His stats in totality compared to Jalen Hurts are very similar. But one guy is garbage and not a top 10 quarterback, and the other guy is like widely regarded as a top 7 guy. So that's where I'm just saying the energy shift. And I don't want to hear shit about Nico Collins. You still got Tank. You got Mixon back. You still got Dalton Schultz. And you still got Stephon Diggs. Like, we didn't have A.J. Brown. We didn't have Goddard. We didn't have Devontae Smith. We lost Lane Johnson, who's the best fucking right tackle of the past decade, probably. So that's what I'm saying, is that every time we make excuses for players that have that narrative around them. But for players like Jalen Hurts, no matter what, he always has to look elite. That's the problem.
Because of the city that he plays in, you have to look elite.
That's fair, but I'm just saying
the microscope is always going to be bigger on you.
But I'm saying like the broadening in what you see in media and all that. And here's the thing: I thought you were crazy when you said, when he was talking to CJ, when he was talking to Caleb, and he said, like, you know what I mean, play within yourself, blah blah blah, and you said like you thought it was condescending. I didn't, like, honestly, I did not think that at first, but the more that I see this shit, the more I'm starting to side with you. And it's there's a part of me now where I'm just like, yo, I really think you were right. And I think that I misread the situation, because that is the vibe that he gives off. Like, he doesn't give off a confident vibe. He gives off a cocky vibe.
Yeah.
Jordan Love gives off a confident vibe. Dak Prescott gives a confident vibe. When you see CJ, it's kind of like a cocky, like, I'm a 5-year vet, been here, did this, I do this.
Yeah.
That is a problem with CJ Stroud.
Like, I put my stamp in the game already because of my rookie season was unbelievable. Look what I did to the Texans. The Texans were fucking garbage without me. And now they're like, one of the best teams in the league. Like, Yeah, I get it. You know what I mean? But like at the same time, like that's the energy he does give, and I hate that shit.
Yeah, me too.
I fucking hate it.
It's
like
weird
I just don't.
too.
I don't know. It just, yeah.
I'm telling you, bro, it's weird because
mm.
I never looked at it like that. And then like as you said that, I'm like I just started watching behavior, and I'm like, damn, like I kind of get him. I'm like, and then like you're being big homie, and you go out there and throw 10 of 21 for 86. I don't care how bad of a game a premier quarterback had. You ain't going for 86 yards in a full game.
Who do you think makes it farther, Texans or the Bills?
The Texans or the Bills?
Mm-hmm.
The Bills.
Wow, really?
They have the better quarterback. They just got Amari Cooper that's going to take pressure off. I think James Cook.
Nico's coming back for the Texans.
He
too,
is.
Though.
He
and
is.
That's a big lift, dude, because Nico is really fucking him.
He's awesome.
He's a top 10 wide receiver, no
It's
question.
not even a question. I think
he's awesome.
I think you're selling him short on that.
I'm just saying.
I got
I'm
you.
not trying to go in the top 5 territory because I don't really know on top of my head because you know there's a couple of players in there that used to be in the top 5 may not be there anymore.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. No, I would bank on the Bills. I would bank on the Bills here. I like what Josh Allen's doing. I like what Joe Brady's doing.
Their defense worries me a little bit sometimes, but
when you have a run game and you have Josh playing smart and you can almost keep the ball away, you can help your defense.
Yeah, but they got Joe Mixon, man. Joe Mixon's a fucking animal too, bro.
Bro, he's good, bro.
He's been on a tear.
I thought he was going to be good. I didn't know he was going to be like a star.
I didn't think he was going to be that good.
Yeah.
Like I thought he'd be like a decent player for him. But he's making a huge impact.
Yeah.
I mean, despite that, wait,
well, who do you got? The Bills or the Texans?
I got the Texans. Like I just think that they have way more talent than the Bills. Like overall, they have way more talent, and I think Amari Cooper is going to be great.
What scares me is
I don't know
is Nico's hammy. It's a hard injury.
Oh, that's a hard.
It's a hard injury to overcome, and I don't know
they're
if he's
healthy, dude. I mean,
look, if
how do you not bet
great.
on the upside?
They're great,
right? Like
they're great. Because you got weapons all over the field. You should be great.
And I feel like they haven't utilized Dalton Schultz yet. Like I feel like if they can incorporate him along with having Nico coming back, like I feel like you could be really fucking good.
They remind me of the Eagles in the sense of they both have 2 really good tight ends, and they just they get phased out. Like Dalton Schultz and Dallas Goedert. Like I think Dalton Schultz is a good tight end.
Me too.
And I think Dallas Goedert's a really good tight end. And it's like, why don't you run more plays for them?
Well, they signed Dalton Schultz to a contract.
Yeah, so I think he got 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, so like I don't know why
good,
they haven't
like
used him.
But that's what I'm saying. It's almost like I don't want to say a decoy. They're just not involved. And look, I get it. You got firepower out on the outside and in the backfield. I get it. But you got to utilize the middle of the fucking field with your tight end.
He got paid 3 years, $36 million.
Yeah, he got money.
He got money because he had a good year last year.
And I think he got $20 million guaranteed. I think he got a nice bag guaranteed.
I think it was about 21 million.
Yeah, something like that. So
yeah, he made out really well. But I think I'll bet on the upside with the Texans. Like despite CJ Stroud throwing for 86 yards, they lost by 2 in Green Bay. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Like this, we just went on a huge thing about Jordan Love.
Yeah.
About how great he is, right? And how good he is. And he only beat CJ Stroud by 2.
Yeah, I mean,
at home.
There's other factors in there.
Right. There is other factors.
You know
but
there's
86 yards, you're pretty much pedestrian all day. You haven't done anything.
Pedestrian, that's garbage.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, despite all that, it really, I don't know. I feel like the Texans they're really good.
They are good. I'm not taking anything away from them. And like I said, the only thing I asked was about energy. And that's what I'm saying. It was like where I don't see any CJ Stroud criticism.
No.
And it's like CJ Stroud's numbers are the same as Jalen Hurts. And Jalen Hurts is a drop ball from Saquon from being fucking 5-1.
Well, let's be fair though. Jalen Hurts hasn't played well.
He hasn't. But my thing is why has CJ played well?
Well, I mean, it's eye test. I mean, CJ had. I mean, if you think about
CJ's eye test is better than Hurts.
Way better than
Hurts.
Hurts.
I get that. I'm not disputing that. I'm just saying though, when you go and dive into the numbers and people look at numbers, we're not.
No, we look at numbers, sure, absolutely. But you act like watching the game too is like eye test and stats matter.
Absolutely.
Like
and
the
wins.
stats back up the eye test. Yep. That's what we're saying. But like Jalen Hurts, his stats are good. But when I'm watching Jalen Hurts, it's like, ugh,
bro,
he's our quarterback. Like, oh shit,
dude, there are times when I watch Jalen Hurts, bro, and I'm looking at him and I'm like, yo, are you stupid, lazy, or dumb?
I mean, the first quarter was pathetic against the Giants. I mean, I literally
I was playing the Giants defense.
I stopped watching. I was in Aruba. I was taking a shit. I was on Stream East.
Yeah,
and I was like fucking trying to watch the Eagles game because I wanted to see how they were gonna do. Jalen Hurts, he's getting sacked left and right. Hold on to the ball again, too fucking long, getting sacked. And it's just like, bro, that shit is so infuriating.
I know.
And he just does it all the time. And I just can't fucking stand it, man.
I know.
Like, our quarterback should never have 114 yards with A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. Like, I just never. It should never happen.
I know.
It should never happen.
He threw for more yards without them.
I mean, did Devontae Smith get hurt?
No.
So how does Devontae Smith have one catch for fucking -3 yards?
Yeah.
How the fuck does that happen?
I know.
Bro, if you had a pocket passer in there, that's never going to happen. Those guys are going to be fucking running down the field all day.
Look,
you got
Jalen Hurts,
Saquon Barkley. That should open up the field. I mean, that throw to A.J. Brown was beautiful.
that was a dime.
But do it more often.
I know.
What the fuck is that?
I just like, for me, dude, my concerns with Jalen Hurts. Like, I know I was just kind of defending him. And the only reason I was defending him is because, like, I just want to see quarterbacks. Like, Jalen Hurts has a negative narrative around him, and it's never going to leave him.
Well,
no matter what.
Yeah,
it's not
until
he wins a Super Bowl. But even if he wins a Super Bowl, he's in a lose-lose. It's going to be, his team was stacked. That's what it's going to be for Jalen Hurts, bro.
Yeah, but who cares?
I know that.
A bowl.
But my other side of it is when I watch Jalen Hurts, I just still have concerns because when I watch him, bro, I'm just like he's standing back there like this.
He didn't get better. He just didn't. He simply did just call it spade a spade.
He looks worse.
He just did. That's. But I'm just saying.
He
just simply never got better from last year.
Yeah,
and that's a problem. When you sign somebody for that much money, then you expect them to keep elevating their game, right? Like Jordan Love elevating his game from last year. He's carrying the momentum. That's what you expect to see from a guy who just signed the richest fucking contract in NFL history.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? But the thing with the Eagles is so frustrating is that like we finally have fucking great weapons on the outside. We got a fucking awesome running back because we should be bombs away. It should be all day.
She's 35 points a week.
And we're playing the fucking Giants. Like, I mean, 114 passing yards, cuz he should have 300 easy with this roster. That is what's concerning. When you have Saquon Barkley running wild like that, the passing game should be so wide open because your playmakers, such as A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and all them, they can get separation. It should be pitch and catch all day long. But it hasn't been that way. And I don't know if that's ever going to come to fruition. I don't know, because when we play against a team like the Kansas City Chiefs with their elite defense, how the hell are we going to respond to that? Because if they shut down Saquon Barkley, do you think Jalen Hurts is going to lead us to victory?
Well, he should
through the passing game against the Chiefs. But do you feel confident in that? No, that shouldn't be the Eagles' game plan.
I know,
but that's when teams are gonna. When teams finally stop Saquon Barkley, if they can,
they're not. But
I'm just saying, if they can, if they could find a way to neutralize him, the Eagles are going to be in dogfights, and it's going to come down to our defense. Is our defense good, or is it elite? Like, are we just decent? We work enough. Yeah, are we mid? But it's going to rely so much on our defense. So, like, I don't know. This Eagles team is so weird.
I have no idea what to make of it.
Me either.
And here's the other part.
They're very inconsistent.
And the other thing is the Jets. I don't know what to make of the Jets too. Speaking of like a team that I have no idea what's going on. I mean, they're 2-5. Rush just cooked them 37-15. What is going on in New York, bro? I think
it was a bad spot for them though.
It was because you got Devontae Adams coming. It was prime time again, and it's like
they were getting Russell Wilson.
It's a lot.
That stadium was rocking. President Trump was there.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It just felt
AB and Le'Veon were with
them. It felt
them.
like a Steeler night. Like, I don't know. I think it was just one of those games where I mean, a lot of people say this too. The Jets aren't a team. They're just individuals.
They're glue. They're just slapped together.
And that's the difference between Brady and Rodgers. Brady can galvanize a locker room. Aaron Rodgers hasn't.
I don't know about that, actually.
He hasn't though, Mike.
I feel like they are a good team. I just feel like it was some bad luck that the last year, he got injured. It's really their first year together. Like, this is only their first 7 games together. And you just fired your head coach, and now your defense has been ass.
Yeah, but you were better last year with Zach Wilson than you were with Aaron Rodgers.
I know. I can't defend, but I don't look.
I mean, their defense is supposed to be elite. They gave up 37 points to Russell Wilson.
Well, they gave away Robert Saleh, who was their defensive guy. That was a mistake
impulsive.
number one.
That was impulsive.
That was impulse to a T,
Yes.
and it was so foolish, and you didn't need to do that, dude. You didn't need to do that.
didn't.
Like, not for nothing, but if your only issue was your defense kept you in the game, but Aaron Rodgers made some mistakes at the end of the game, why are you firing the head coach? That's Aaron Rodgers' fault. And Aaron Rodgers was saying, I need to play better. I need to play better.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think that like locker room's falling apart. I don't think that at all. And I think, like, look, there still is that they need to go on a 4, 5, 6 game winning streak right now if they want to save that season. I do, because I think if they could get humming,
they played New England, they played the Texans,
dub.
They play the Cardinals, they play the Colts, Seahawks, Dolphins, Jags, Rams, Bills, Dolphins.
Yeah, that they should be able to get 5, 6 wins out of it.
We said that, right?
Yeah.
But early in the season, we were going through the schedule. We went through the Broncos. We said that was a dub. They lost that game.
Well, I mean, all bets are off on that now because of how bad that is. But I want to say one thing about Rodgers. I'm glad you brought up Brady. In Brady's last year, right, before he retired,
yeah,
Aaron Rodgers is showing me the same things as Tom Brady. Now, Tom Brady played better. The feet. Aaron Rodgers don't want to get clipped. And you could tell he's got happy feet. Aaron Rodgers doesn't want to get hit. And look, I don't blame him. And I said the same thing about Brady when there was times where he just looks scared. And I don't want to, I mean, scared is probably a strong word, but
preserving your body. Because you're like, fuck that.
You're 40 years old, bro.
Right.
Like, you got 300-pound men.
I don't want to rehab at 40, 48. Yeah, I don't.
Like, Aaron Rodgers, like, and look, he always got the ball out quick. So did Brady. But when that play breaks down and you kind of need them to maneuver, you could kind of see him like almost like hitching, like, fuck, I got to get this ball. I don't want to get hit. And again, I don't blame him for that because he's old. But by the same token, if you can't absorb those hits, then you're not going to be anything. You're not going to be good because that comes with the territory. That's part of the game. You can't do that. And now look, Brady, the Buccaneers suffered from it.
Yeah.
And you saw because Baker went there and won. I mean, look, he won one more game, whatever. But it was just the fact that, like, the Bucs were good and Tom Brady was good, but he wasn't Tom Brady. And he could no longer mask deficiencies.
Right.
Because now on offense, if that play wasn't there on his first or second read, he wasn't hanging in that pocket for that extra half second
thrown to the ground
and letting himself get blasted. He was, fuck that, I'm out. And that is really what I saw when TJ Watt was getting in his face and those boys were coming at him. You could almost kind of see him like, bro, his feet were like shaking.
Well, he was airmailing receivers because he was trying to get out of the.
He wants to get out of his hands. And I'm glad you brought up that Tom Brady reference because I really wanted to touch on that because that was exactly what that reminded me of when I watched that game. And I was watching that game because I had money on it.
I mean, he lost 4 straight games.
And I lost 4 straight weeks of money with that motherfucker. But
I mean, they lost some had some bad losses though, man. Losing 10-9 to the Broncos was a bad loss. Losing 23-17 to the Minnesota Vikings is a bad loss.
That could have been 2
Losing
wins.
23-20 against the Bills is a bad loss. Like, those are close games.
Yep.
But, you know, that's signs of a bad team.
Yeah, it is.
They can't win the close game. And we said this all the time with the Jets. My biggest concern with them in the season, before the preseason, I said it. I said their inability to make halftime adjustments. What we saw against Pittsburgh Steelers was exactly what I was talking about. When you go against a coach like Mike Tomlin and that score, I mean, the Jets were up 15-13 at the half.
Yep.
They were winning this football game at the half.
And by the way, their kicker, Greg Zuerlein, bro, fucking fired him. Bro, Phil could do better.
Yeah, he stinks.
No disrespect, Phil. I'm being dead serious. He stinks.
Yeah, he stinks.
He's missing field goals. They're getting blocked. He's hitting the uprights.
The block isn't his fault. I mean, you can't really do nothing about that. The Pittsburgh Steelers have a great scheme when it came to that. They have one of the best special team units in the league. But the point is that when you were up 15-13, right? And you have Mike Tomlin on the one side, they can make halftime adjustments. He's won a Super Bowl. He's done that. Then you have Jeff Ulbrich, who hasn't done that before, never won a Super Bowl, doesn't have much experience. You're seeing the halftime adjustments. They got blown the fuck out, 24-0 the second half. That should never happen under an Aaron Rodgers team.
And did you see Tomlin?
That's halftime adjustments. They didn't make any fucking adjustments. That was my biggest concern with the New York Jets coming into the season. That was with Saleh. They don't even have him anymore with who he had experience. Now they don't have any fucking experience at the head coaching spot. What are you going to do when you're playing against Andy Reid and them and hell, maybe even the Texans, D'Amico Ryans? They're going to make adjustments too. You know what I mean? Like that's just going to happen. And they're going to run into some good coaching. They're going to get out coached all the time.
Well, they did the other
and
night.
that's a problem.
And Tomlin tipped his hat to Rodgers when Rodgers tried to run the play with 12 men on the field.
Yeah.
And then Rodgers smirked back at him again, though. That's a great point. It goes back
to
to
the halftime adjustments, the Jets. I have no faith in this team, dude.
Me neither.
They're really
it sucks,
cooked.
man. It sucks.
I think they're cooked. And I'll tell you right now, the game in New England that's coming up this weekend,
not a cakewalk.
that's not going to be a cakewalk either, because New England just got called soft by their head coach.
I know.
And they're going to be coming out pissed off.
And then Bill Belichick called out Gerard Mayo.
That defense, man, that they're not a soft defense, that New England defense.
What do you think? Do you think the Steelers, real quick, are contenders with Russ? Yo, he didn't look bad.
He didn't look, I mean, well,
his first couple drives were rough.
They were rough.
But
they were bad.
I mean, yo, he
looked all right. He looked all right. Now look, it's game one. There's not much film on Russell Wilson, what he can do with the Steelers offense. So that was tough for the Jets to prepare. You know what I mean? Because you had so many weeks of Justin Fields. It's like, all right, now what are they going to do with Russell Wilson?
I disagree with you, bro. They got Nat Hackett over there. He should know Russell Wilson.
I'm just saying. Well, I'm saying in that offense. I mean, it's different offense though. It's the same offense, but different skill position players. Who's he going to go to? I mean, Russell looked good. He looked good in the second half. That's for sure. The Pittsburgh was running the fucking ball down the fucking throat of the Jets.
I know.
Najee Harris looked like Jim Brown back there. It was fucking insane. He looked insane. Najee Harris could do whatever he wanted against that defense. And I was shocked because the New York Jets, they're the reason why everybody had the Jets in the playoffs, Super Bowl, championship is because that defense is so damn elite that you think that Aaron Rodgers is always going to outscore the opponent because the defense can hold their own. It hasn't looked like that. It just hasn't for the Jets. And if their defense can't hold their weight and their offense is struggling, well, then you got a 2-5 record. That's what happened to them. And, I don't know if they can rebound from it. I mean, they had the schedule favors them, but we don't know. I'm not confident they're going to go in New England and win this game. I'm not confident they're going to beat the Texans the following week. I'm not confident they're going to go all the way to Arizona and beat the Arizona Cardinals.
You had that as a scheduled loss.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to beat the Cardinals.
No, the fuck they ain't. The Cardinals they're going to whoop their ass. They're going to beat their ass.
This dude, man.
Well, I'm telling you.
Let's talk about I want to talk about the next game. We've been waiting for this. Because Chiefs went to the Niners crib and put their feet up. Mahomes and Purdy had an ass off. 0 touchdowns and 5 interceptions combined.
Yeah. That's crazy. Which is weird. Yeah, like nobody had that on their parlay card.
It's an actual ass off.
That's actually insane.
What did you make of this? Because I mean, my thing is when are we gonna all right? I'm a Mahomes fan, but why can we never have a conversation without saying Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league?
Are you a Mahomes fan? No. I don't think you are.
I don't hate Mahomes. I won't say I'm a fan of him. I don't hate him.
You don't root for him. And that's okay.
Yeah, but I don't hate him. Like I'm not a hater.
I don't hate him
I'm
either.
not a hater, but he's not the best quarterback in the league this year. And I think if you ask 30 people from across ESPN and Fox, they would say he is. But he's not the best quarterback in the league. Joe Burrow, despite his record, has been better.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Allen has been better. Lamar Jackson has been better. Justin Herbert has been better. Jordan Love has been better.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield has been better. Kirk Cousins, for Christ's sakes, has been better. So, I mean, that's 7 guys. And I know I'm missing some people. CJ Stroud has been better. That's 8. You got any more names right off the top of your head? Jaden Daniels has been better.
You see Baker?
That's
Jared
Baker.
Goff?
Jared Goff has been better. That's 10.
I mean,
they've all been better than him, dude. I mean, if you go look, I'm dead serious here. Like, hold on. Shit. I'm on your fucking computer. I don't know how this shit works.
I mean, I would probably say Kirk has been a little bit better.
I said it.
You say Kirk?
Yeah. I mean, bro, we're talking Patrick Mahomes, 68% completion percentage, 1,389 yards, 6 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, and an 82.5 rating.
6 touchdowns is crazy.
6 touchdowns in 7 games. I'm sorry, 6 games. Excuse me. A touchdown a game? Bro, he's a droppable candidate in fantasy.
He really is. I mean, Gino's been better.
Gino's been better.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
11 guys.
Gino has been better.
Jalen's been better.
I'll even say this. Derek Carr's been better when he's been healthy. That's fucking facts, bro.
And like that's
Jaden Daniels.
So when I see that, like I said, Jaden, like when I see that shit, man, that stuff pisses me off because I'm like, this game showed me, and it's okay, but I want to keep the same energy here because when Tom Brady had staunch defenses and he didn't play well, we always brought it up. Oh, well, he always had a great defense.
Yeah.
So, Tom Brady, it doesn't really matter that he won this and won that and won this many games in a row. Why aren't we keeping that same energy from Mahomes? Because over the last 2 seasons, it hasn't been Mahomes driving that team. It's been the fucking defense.
Yeah.
Mahomes has played well in the fourth quarter, and when it mattered, I get that. But he has not been like that over the last 2 years. He hasn't been throwing for 40 and 50 touchdowns and 5,000 yards. They've been a defensive-led team, and that's okay. But why did we only call that out when it was Brady? Why don't we call that out with Mahomes now?
I will say, in fairness to that, when you lose Rashee Rice, when you lose your wide receivers,
come on,
it does make a difference, though, dude. He's not throwing; he's throwing to fucking bums, though.
Is he throwing to Chris Hogan, Danny Amendola, Wes Welker?
He's got Xavier Worthy. Like, okay, like I understand that.
You got Travis Kelce.
Yeah, I mean, he does have Kelce still. I mean, but I think he's on the downside.
I want to say in the playoffs last year, Travis Kelce turned it on, so I know he could still do it. So why ain't he doing it now?
Well, he's on the downside. That's months later, though, man. Maybe his training wasn't the same this year as it was in previous years.
Well, he's also a Democrat now, which sucks.
And he's also in the spotlight with the Taylor Swift shit. So, dude, his life is different. You know what I mean? So, like,
he's a celebrity.
He's a celebrity. Exactly. It comes with the territory of being Travis Kelce. But he's paying the price for it. His career is going to be probably cut a little bit short because of that. Seriously, if Travis Kelce retired after this year, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm dead ass serious. He's having that kind of year. He's having that kind of year where it's like, yo, I'm done, dude. I'm hanging it up because these ain't Travis Kelce numbers. He's getting out received by fucking Noah Gray. That's never happened.
Noah Gray's all right though.
He is all right, but Travis Kelce, 4 catches for 17 yards. What? Travis Kelce has 28 catches on the year for 245 yards. That's fucking unheard of. That's because we're talking about Travis Kelce. You know what I mean? Travis Kelce had 245 yards in 2 weeks last year because he had like a fucking 150-yard game. Come on. He's getting older, dude. It's hard.
But my thing is that I watched other.
They lost Mark fucking Hollywood Brown, before the season.
Regular.
Bro, he's had some injuries. In fairness to Mahomes,
but even so, bro, it's no excuse to have 1 touchdown a game. He had Rashee Rice for the first 2 weeks of the season.
Yeah,
1 touchdown.
Well,
I mean, come on now.
Mahomes hasn't thrown touchdowns since
week 4, I think.
Yeah. He didn't throw one against the Saints, and he didn't throw one against the Niners.
Yeah, so
back-to-back games.
Yeah,
which is surprising because they were coming off a bye. So I'm like,
and he injured his fucking own teammate.
He did.
So
in Mahomes' last 3 games, dating back to against the Chargers, he has 1 touchdown and 4 interceptions. That's crazy.
Yeah,
he hasn't been good, and the fact that he was even the favorite even before the Niners game. Or even after the Niners game, he was the favorite before the Lamar game.
This is what I'm talking about.
It's fucking insane.
But this is what I'm talking about, bro, with Mahomes. Like, can we ever just keep it a thou?
I've been keeping it a thou. I always keep it a thou.
It's, it's shit like that.
I've always kept it a thou when it came to Mahomes because he's always gotten that treatment. But Mahomes is a good player. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to dispute that. Like, it's just facts.
All right, let's go to week 8. Eagles at Bengals. What do you think about this? Burrow's Bengals make a statement? No,
I don't. I think the Eagles are going to come out swinging. I think the Eagles defense is going to make a statement this game.
I got the Bengals.
I think that's a mistake. I hate that for you, bro.
Joey Pauls.
I think that's a mistake.
I got the Bengals.
I think the Eagles defense is going to be the difference in this game.
I
think they can get after that. I think they can get after Joe Burrow. And I think he's prone to make mistakes.
I think Joe Burrow is going to take all. This is where it started last week, and we're coming.
I don't know.
I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio now, bro.
The Eagles defense is clicking.
No, I know that. But when you got a Burrow, a 9, you could do anything. You can accomplish anything, bro. And that is what it is. And I just feel like I really do know. I'm not joking anymore. I feel like they're going to hit their stride. I feel like they're about to hit their stride. They do it every year.
They do.
And I just feel like it's time. I think this is a bad spot for the Eagles. Who do the Eagles play next week?
The Eagles play following the Bengals?
Yeah.
I think it's Washington.
Because there's a reason that I think the Eagles.
No, Jags. They play the Jags. They play the Jags, then they play. I think Dallas.
Yeah. I hate this schedule for the Eagles because I think they lose to the Bengals. And then they could suffer looking ahead to Dallas week and fuck around and lose to them Jaguars. And I hate that.
Though, and they
no, look. The Jaguars stink. Trevor Lawrence stinks. I've been saying that. I'm on record saying that. But I think this is a bad spot for the Eagles. I really like the Bengals this week. And I think a win for the Bengals signifies, here we go, let's roll. And a loss, their season's over. And for the Eagles, a loss doesn't mean their season's over. But I think a win for the Eagles, that would be a statement win. You go into Cincinnati and beat Joe Burrow and the Bengals.
They ain't happening, bro. I don't see it happen. If the Bengals ain't healthy, if Orlando Brown can't come back, they're dead. The Eagles are going to come after Joe Burrow, and I think the Eagles are going to win this football game. Like I just think I'm confident in that.
I'm the opposite.
What
else is new?
And I don't even love our offense versus Bengals offense. I just love our defense versus their defense.
You think they could get the Joey?
Yeah, and I don't think the Bengals defense could even fuck with Saquon.
Oh no, hell no.
So to me, this is a mismatch. If you ask me, like I see this as a completely different game. I think everybody's going to lean towards the Bengals because they're home. I think that Eagles.
The line's only 2.5.
Really?
Yeah.
I like the Eagles, man. I think the Eagles are going to win this game, and I'm biased aside. I think this is a mismatch for the Bengals. I really do, because I think the Eagles defense is way better than the Bengals defense. The Bengals defense stinks.
Yeah, I know they are.
They stink, bro.
I know. But despite that, I got the Bengals.
What's the over-under in this game? 47.5? Holy shit. 47.5? That's a lot of points.
Nah, I think that's low. You just got done telling us the defenses stink.
You think?
I think that's low, 47.5. That's 7 touchdowns.
I think that's kind of, I think it's.
That's low. That would indicate, I would bet under in that game.
Really?
47.5 for those two offenses? You got the two best wide receiver corps in the NFL playing against each other.
Dude, I can honestly, I'm not even going to cap. I think the Eagles shut the Bengals down to under 20 points. I'm dead serious.
Look, well, damn. I love Joe Burrow so much, bro. There's like a part of me rooting for the Bengals. That's what's insane.
I think
I'm
the
a
Eagles,
fucking Eagles fan.
That's my prediction. I think the Eagles are going to shut them down to under 20.
I wouldn't hate it, to be honest. I want the Eagles to get on roll. But the problem is I think I'm rooting for the Bengals this week because I don't want the Bengals season to be over, because the season's better when Joe Burrow is cooking.
Look, they have two great wide receivers, right? Like, and I get that. But when you got pressure in your face all day long, it makes your life hell. The Eagles has had 8 sacks against the fucking Giants. The Eagles had 5 sacks the previous week as well. They had 13 sacks the last 2 weeks.
They're getting after
the fucking quarterback. They figured something out. They have like the rotation in order now. Like they figured it out.
They stopped fucking up the rotation.
Yeah, like like the Eagles have figured it out on defense. They have figured it out, and that's what I'm banking on in this game. When I look at the mismatch between the Bengals offensive line versus the Eagles defensive line, I just feel like that is what's going to be the difference in the game. I truly do. I think the Eagles win here, dude. I think this is a slam dunk.
We will see. I can't believe we're that far apart on.
Me too.
I'm the opposite on the. I think it's a bad spot. I like the Bengals. Bears at Commanders. I had in here Jalen versus Caleb, but I don't think Jalen's going to play. I think that's some sucker shit.
Yeah, sucker shit. Why? Why is it sucker?
It's like he's ducking him.
No, he's not. He got hurt,
bro. He hurt his rib, bro. You're playing for, dude. This could determine the offensive rookie of the year.
Yeah, I don't know about that though.
What?
Because Jaden Daniels has been playing so fucking well. I feel like he's overwhelmingly.
He has, but here's the problem: if you tail off, you're not going to remember the beginning of the season. And Caleb Williams starts hitting his stride, you're going to remember the last 8 games as opposed to the first 8. And now you're not going to have the head-to-head matchup over him.
Well, that's what you. Well, then you're assuming that Jaden Daniels is not going to keep up the same pace he has, which is fair. Because
I love Jaden Daniels. I love Jaden Daniels. I said it before. I said I would have took him over Caleb, but like, we got to chill a little bit. Like, they're acting like Jaden Daniels is like the best quarterback in the league, and he's not. And that's cool. Jaden Daniels is a really good quarterback, but he's not the best quarterback in the league. He's not a top 5 quarterback in the league. So my thing is like, when you see that, just like chill out a little bit. Like, stop making the expectations go so fucking over the top. He could still be good. He could still be on the verge of great. I love Jaden Daniels. I like him a lot. I root for him, and he's in my division. So when I see that, that's just when I'm just like, all right, man, just pump the brakes a little bit. Like, just like the Costa Rica trip. Just pump the brakes on that.
So you fucking with Caleb a little bit?
I just he's played better. I will say that he's played better, but I'm not a Caleb guy.
I think he's playing pretty well, man, the last couple of weeks. I know, albeit he's played against Carolina.
Yeah, they were dog shit.
And Jacksonville, but bro, he blew those fucking teams out.
As you should.
He blew them out 36-10 and 35-16.
I will say this: Caleb Williams right now is better than Trevor Lawrence.
I don't know about that.
What did he just do to him in London? He met him at the London, all right.
He did.
He
No, I
took
know.
his ass hairs.
I like Caleb Williams. I think he's going to be good. I think he's going to be a good quarterback. I think he's only going to get better. That's why I was laughing when everybody was like, "Oh, look, you see Caleb Williams, he stinks." Like it's like all
he
right,
was
bro,
an easy
like,
target.
Yeah, like it's like all right. It was early on in the season. They weren't winning. That's the problem. They were 0-2. They started off 0-2, and
He won week 1 on that bullshit with the Titans.
I'm sorry, he started off 1-2, and then he went on a 3-game winning streak after that, and then nobody has said shit.
Yeah,
the shit been quiet as hell, dog. That's all.
That's what it is,
Caleb.
bro. It really has been silent.
Yeah,
it's been
Caleb
hours.
Been all right, yo.
It's been hours in silence.
He's been all right.
So that'd be the episode name, or the rotation, or hours in silence.
Damn, that's a good one.
We'll figure that out. All right, who you got in this game? I got the Bears because I don't think Jaden Daniels is playing.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
Marcus Mariota is fucking trash. So
yeah, I'm right with you. Give me the Bears.
Yeah, and they're coming off the bye.
Yeah.
Are you bye?
That's crazy, dog.
All right, 49ers, Cowboys at the 49ers on Sunday Night Football. 49ers coming off a brutal loss where Brock Purdy was trash. Cowboys coming off a bye week. Dak is rested. CD's rested. That's all I really got to name because the rest of that team is dog shit, just like their O-line too. Who do you think this game is more important to?
The Cowboys.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
The Cowboys does.
You're wrong again.
Absolutely not, dude.
How do you give so many wrong takes?
How do you say the Niners are in the more pressure spot?
Because if they're
fucking injured, they had nothing to lose.
Exactly, bro. They're under 500
because they lost their 2 wide receivers. They had nothing to lose. They had Ricky Person. They got Riggy out there.
They got Riggy. I was gonna pick him up today. I was
good old Riggy.
Spanos texted me about that, and I started cracking up. I'm like, yo, I swear to God, I was gonna pick him up.
Me too. I looked at him, but I was like, whatever. I know if I pick him up, he'll get hurt. He'll give me a fucking.
I'm getting McConkey. I'll see you there.
I'll see you at the table.
I knew you were. I put money on him.
Me too.
I lost my train of thought, bro. Oh, so anyway, they're under 500, bro. They're fighting for their lives.
I know.
So that's where I'm at with that, bro. That game's more important to the 49ers.
I don't see that. I don't know how you even think that.
Well, who do you think's under more pressure than Dak or Brock? Because that's a 2-part question.
Dak. 100. They got blown they've been getting blown out.
At they crib.
The Cowboys have getting blown out. Like what? Like the Niners aren't losing by 25 points, dude. Like the fucking Cowboys are getting smoked. Bro.
Brock is playing for his cheese, though.
I don't care. The Cowboys just got blown out 47-9. If they come out and lose again, coming off a bye, that looks bad. That looks worse.
What's the Cowboys?
You got blown out. You got a bye week and you lost. That looks bad. Bro, yeah, the Cowboys have way more pressure.
Well, Lawrence is Lawrence and
Dallas Cowboys going to be 3-4 after signing Dak Prescott to $60 million a year. Yeah, that's a fucking lot of money. 3-4 for Dallas. That's unacceptable. I'm telling you, they have way more pressure than the Niners. The Niners lost Debo. They lost fucking Ayuk. Now they're relying on Jawan Jennings, who's also hurt, and they're relying on Riggy. They don't have CMC. They have Jordan Mason, who's questionable. Yeah, the fucking the Niners are injured, bro. They're injured.
They got Isaac.
They got injuries, bro. To me, they're playing with house money because they're not supposed to win,
bro. They're the San Francisco Pasillos.
They are. It's all right, but look, it is what it is, dude. You have injuries, so I can't believe you're talking about a bad take. You gave the bad take saying the fucking Niners.
I think but here's the thing. Because here's the thing: the Niners have to keep pace. Like
so the Cowboys.
I know that, but like
the Eagles just won, bro.
The Niners are legitimately built to win right the fuck now.
They're not built to win right now.
They're going to go under 2 games under 500.
They just lost Ayuk. We don't know the Debo status.
Kittle's hurt too, actually.
Kittle's okay. Then there you go. Add it to the list, bro. This team is battered.
I think so.
There's
here's the
no
thing.
pressure, bro.
You know why I said it was the Niners? Honestly, the real reason is because Brock is playing for his. He's playing for his.
He's going to get his money regardless.
I don't know about that, bro. He's playing like trash this year.
Guess what? Somebody will pay him. Yeah, somebody will.
You think?
Yeah, bro. He's accomplished a lot in his league.
No,
He
look,
went
I
to a
think Brock
Super
Purdy's
Bowl,
good.
Went to a championship, 2 NFC. Yo, he's been good.
I
dude.
think Brock Purdy's a good quarterback. I don't think he's great. I don't think he's going to change a franchise. I think Brock Purdy's a good quarterback. That's it. Not more, nothing less. For me, I don't think he's going to be sought out. I think he's more likely to get franchise tagged than to get his money if this team falls.
I think somebody would love to pay them. You don't think the Raiders would love to have a Brock Purdy on their team?
No.
Why?
Because they have too many other holes that need to be filled.
I understand that. I think it would be a bad fit. But I'm just saying, some team is going to want somebody that can, who has experience going to the bowl. Yeah, absolutely. Whether who his teammates were doesn't matter.
What, you say like
he
Tennessee?
got there. The fact that he got hurt in the NFC Championship game, had the mental resilience to come back the next year and lead his team to the Super Bowl. That says enough for the guy. The guy was fucking the last pick of the draft, and he did all that. And he was mentally strong enough to come back and lead a team to a Super Bowl with high expectations as it was, and he still delivered. Did they win it? No, but he still got there. That has to count for something, dude. And then you have injuries on the fucking wide receiver core with Ayuk and Debo, and then I don't think this year has any impact on him getting bread. He's getting $45 million a year regardless.
Nikki, who do you think starting off this year? Who do you think was more Super Bowl or bust? Cowboys or Niners?
The Niners.
I think it was the Niners.
Absolutely.
But that's what I'm saying. So now you don't think like the Cowboys, but the Cowboys, me, you, and a lot of other people were saying that the Cowboys were gonna struggle to win 10 games.
But the script flips though, because now you have the injuries. Now it's like, okay, now you don't have any there's no pressure to win, bro, because you're the guys that are helping you win, those big football games are not available at your disposal. So what are you going to do? You have to figure it out. So to me, it's like they don't have much pressure because they're not healthy. Cowboys have a lot of pressure. Why? Because before the season started, they fucking signed Dak Prescott to $60 million. When you have a $60 million price tag as a quarterback for a franchise as big as the Cowboys, you're always in the spotlight. 3-4 record is unacceptable. 47-9 at home is unacceptable. 3 straight home losses, getting blown the fuck out, is unacceptable. Coming off a bye and then losing another football game on the road is unacceptable. Losing to the Niners again is unacceptable to Dallas Cowboys standards. You just paid a guy $60 million. That is very disappointing. They have way more pressure than the Niners. The Niners have done that.
Who you got winning this game?
I got the Niners winning this game. They're gonna figure it out. They're gonna because the Niners can run the football and they can play good defense. That is Dallas's weakness. Dallas can't run the fucking football, and if they can't run the football against his team, they don't have a shot. That's how I look at it.
Facts. I mean, I'm with you.
They're more physical.
You did make a compelling argument. I will say that was pretty good, bro. I'm proud of you. Aruba really changed you.
I really do this, bro. You just discredit me.
You're the managing member.
I get me crazy. That's all. I don't.
I get it. You fresh off the boat from Aruba. I understand all this. I understand all that. You was getting wild out there. I get it. So now you coming in here going buck wild. But I will say, the reason that my thing is I look at it like Dak got his money, CD got his money. What's their pressure? They got paid. They're not playing for shit.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, pressure, bro.
They're playing to win games and go to the Super Bowl. But I don't think people expected much out of Dallas this year.
What do you mean?
I didn't expect shit out of Dallas this year. I said they were going to be trash.
Yeah, but when you are Dallas Cowboys, when you are America's team, when you're labeled that, bro, that comes with the territory of being pressured.
Yeah,
that's just pressure. That's pressure as it is.
I mean, look, I kind of like the Cowboys in this game. I do. I think that. But it's hard, because I think the 49ers are the more desperate team.
Who has better coach?
I got Mike McCarthy.
No way.
I got Mike McCarthy.
Right now?
Yeah.
No. It's Kyle Shanahan all day.
I
trust Kyle Shanahan more than McCarthy.
Maybe right now. Let me
Mike,
come back.
It ain't the Super Bowl.
I know. Let me come back a little bit.
If it was a Super Bowl,
but I just. Kyle Shanahan's blown some games, bro, and I feel like Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan don't never get held accountable for his losses. It's always somebody fucking else, bro.
Well, because he's consistent. He's been there a lot of times. He went over with the Falcons and he went to the Niners and took them to the Super Bowl. He has
Mike McCarthy.
He has some cachet. Yeah, but that was 14, 15 years ago.
That's wild.
That is wild. 2010. That was the last time he won a Super Bowl. So yeah, I probably trust Kyle Shanahan a little bit more. I think that coaching, I lean towards that coaching
I would go
a lot more.
I would say 50-50, maybe 55-45 in favor of Shanahan. I don't
What's
think
the,
it's a
what's the
slam
line of this game?
dunk. I forgot to write them the fuck down. I don't even know. My fault. Hold up.
Let's look it up.
All right. Yeah,
Because this is that would help us out.
Hold on, my boy. It might have been San Fran's -4.
Yeah, I'll take the Niners with the points.
That's a big ass spread.
Yeah, it is, but I just
No, I'm saying that would indicate San Francisco.
yeah. I think they're just way more physical than them, dude. And Dallas is. I mean, is Parsons playing?
I don't know.
The-
I
the-
don't know.
the-
I didn't even check it out, to be honest with you.
So I mean, well, Dallas is. I think they're going to get Deron Bland back, right? Are they getting Bland back? They should have their guys back.
Yeah. I mean, who knows?
I mean, this team, they're both injured. I mean, both teams are injured.
Yeah, I'm going to stay with the Cowboys. I'm going to stay with the Cowboys here. I just feel like they've been getting beat so many times by the Niners. They're on a bye. You know, it's a big game. You don't want to go under 500. I'll roll with the boys.
Yeah, but the Niners
They
don't want to
gotta
go.
keep
The
pace.
Niners don't want to go
I know.
3 and 5
That's what I'm saying.
either, brother.
Both teams are desperate. Both teams are desperate.
I'm
Now
surprised.
I know what you're saying with do you trust Shanahan or McCarthy?
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
valid and fair, to be
I'm
honest. I
going
don't
with the
think that's
physicality of this game.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't
you
think
know
that's
the
an
Niners
unfair
are going to bring it. You know they are,
I
bro.
just fucking hate the 49ers, dude. I
You-
hate them.
But they're even more pissed off by their performance last week.
Yeah.
So like I feel like this is a really good bounce back spot for them. Dallas is 3-0 on the road. I get it. They're not home. So
I'm looking forward to this on Sunday Night Football.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good game.
All right, week 8 slate. Ravens -9.5 at the Browns.
Give me the Ravens both ways.
Me too. Ravens are gonna fucking demolish them. There's
9.5.
probably gonna be 40 points in that game, and all 40 of them are gonna be
9.5. That's it.
Titans at Lions. Lions -11.5. I got the Lions both ways. I don't even got to think
That's a
about
lot
that, son.
of points, though, man.
It's the Titans.
Yeah, it is Titans. Give me
And
the
you just
Lions
traded
both ways.
D-Hop.
Yeah, I like the Lions both ways as well.
Colts at Texans. Tennis -6 in the hook.
6.5.
Yeah.
I'll take the Texans here because I just Anthony Richardson is garbage. Like he's just not good. And I think this is a bounce back spot for the Texans. And I believe he had CJ Stroud had pretty good success against them.
Yeah.
The first time they played him. Anthony Richardson too. He had a good game against the Texans. I don't think that's going to happen again. I don't see that happen. I think this game is not going to be close. Give me the Texans.
I got the Texans both ways too. I think Anthony Richardson is a dog in a bad way.
Yeah, he's pretty bad.
Packers -4.5 at the Jags.
Ooh.
I got the Pack both ways. Jordan Love is playing unbelievable football, top 5 quarterback. He's like that next big thing, superstar.
Damn, this has upset written all over it. I'm not going to lie to you. But I will take the Packers to win this game. But I like the Jags to cover 4.5.
Cardinals at the Dolphins. Dolphins -3.5. I think Tua is back.
Okay,
I think Tua is back.
I'm taking the Cardinals.
I got the Dolphins. If Tua is back, the Dolphins will bust them wide open.
It's the first game back. I expect some rust. I expect some rust. I expect the Cardinals to get after fucking Tua too. I know Jonathan Gannon's going to bring the fucking heat. He's going to bring the heat, and I think that's going to matter. I think I like Arizona here.
I got the Dolphins both ways, bro. If Tua,
I don't give a shit if he's back.
If Tua comes back, bust them wide open. Tyreek's probably going to have 150, 160 yards.
I don't think it's going to be like that though.
Jets -7.5 at the Patriots. That's a big ass line, bro. I'm taking the Jets.
7.5 at the Patriots.
I'm taking the Jets. They should be a 7.5 point favorite.
That's disrespectful, man. I'm gonna take New England with the points. I'll take the Jets with the money line, but give me New England. You're giving me New England Patriots at 7.5 at home. I'll take that all day.
Falcons at the Bucks. Bucks -2.5. I got the Bucks.
Wow, the Bucks are favored.
Yeah, we're gonna go crazy for Godwin.
All right, I'll roll with the Bucks too. I like the Bucks here.
Crazy for Chris. I got the Bucks both way. Saints at Chargers. Chargers -7.5.
I'm going to take the Chargers.
Me too.
And I'm going to take the Saints with the points.
I'm taking the Chargers both ways. I think the Saints are ass. I think the Chargers play physical. They get into the backfield. I think they're going to all you really got to do is zone in on Kamara. And Kamara has a broken hand, which he's been hiding for a few weeks, which is wild.
I know. I know. It's like you don't even know.
Bro, funny story about
crazy,
this.
bro.
So before
there has to be some like legal like of gambling, right? Because like you have to disclose injuries.
Bro, a few weeks ago, Tom texted me and was like, yo, Kamara has a fractured hand. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I don't see that anywhere. This was before that came out.
I didn't see that either.
And I'm like, whatever. I thought he was playing. I sent him the tweet today, and I'm like, yo, he really does have a broken hand. I'm like, holy shit. He's like, I told you. And I'm like, dude, I thought you were trolling because I didn't see anything on that.
No.
He was limited. He was limited in practice
He
because
didn't have
of
a club.
his hamstring or something.
Yeah.
Or
No,
what
it wasn't a hamstring. It was
his hip?
His hip or something.
Something stupid. So I didn't know he had a broken hand, but bro, you're a fucking running back. That explains why he wasn't getting targets and running the ball. You got a broken hand.
Yeah.
Bills -3 at the Seahawks.
Give me the Bills here. Both ways.
I got the Bills, but I got the Seahawks with the points. Bills are going to be traveling. I like the Seahawks here.
Fuck that. Now you know what, man? I'm gonna go upset here. I like the Seahawks.
I do too.
I do. I think this is a bad spot for the Bills. I really do.
I don't like it.
It's out of the conference. Seattle needs to win here because they're 4-3. Like they want to win because I think Seattle has a chance to win division.
Me too, because of the 49ers. And the thing is I just looked at the schedule. I'm taking the Seahawks money line.
Buffalo has no pressure right now.
And Buffalo plays the Dolphins next week, which will be big. That'll be a big game.
The Dolphins have 2 wins.
Yeah. No. I'm just saying it's a division game. Yeah. They could be looking past them. And if the Bills beat them, it's over.
Right.
For the Dolphins. It's over for them.
I mean, the Bills are so ahead in the division right now. They're up by 3 games.
They could be getting comfortable. They just blew out the Titans. I don't like that when you blow a team out by 30 points.
DK Metcalf might not play, but even so, it's one of those storylines where it's like, oh my God, Seattle prevailed without DK.
And not for nothing, Gino's been playing fucking awesome this year.
He's been good.
He's been awesome. I like the Seahawks in this game.
Yeah, I'm taking the upset here.
Panthers at the Broncos. Broncos -7.5.
I'm going to take the Denver, and I'll take Denver both ways. I don't think this is going to be close.
I got an upset here. I got the Panthers on the money line. I just feel like the Broncos they're due for a letdown.
Bro, there's no way in hell Bryce Young is going to go into Denver and beat that defense.
Bryce Young's playing?
Yeah.
What happened to Andy Dalton?
He got in a car crash. Well, he hurt his thumb or something like that on his thumb.
Oh my God.
So I don't think he's playing this week.
Man, I got the Broncos both ways. -7.5. Deontay Johnson's
look, it says Panthers Bryce Young to start a quarterback.
Oh my God, bro. Come on.
So this is not even good. This is gonna be that's why the line's so fucking huge.
Just blew my shit. All right. Well, Chiefs -10 at the Raiders. I got the Chiefs both ways, bro.
Yeah, me too.
I gotta be honest. I don't think the Raiders score a point. I'm dead ass serious, bro. I don't think. I think they get shut out.
Really?
That Chiefs defense is like that. You just traded Devontae Adams. You got Aiden O'Connell, Alexander Madison, Trey Tucker. They're not doing nothing against against McDuffie and them boys. Chris Jones. Yeah. They're going after him.
Facts.
So I got
give me the Chiefs.
Giants at Steelers on Monday Night Football. Steelers -6.5.
I'll take the Steelers here, money line, but I'm going to take the Giants with the points.
Hell no. I got the Steelers both ways. You just saw what the Eagles defensive front did to that O-line. What do you think TJ Watt and them boys
It's Monday night. It's one of those stupid games, bro.
And it's Daniel Jones.
I know, but it's Russell Wilson.
Fair.
I don't know. The Giants showed some flashes where they were like, all right, whatever.
What, in a 3-point victory?
No,
lost?
I'm just saying on their defensive side. I think they can get to Russell Wilson a little bit.
All right, we'll see. Thank you guys for tuning in to episode 219. We'll be back next Wednesday. I think we're going to have a guest. I'm not sure about that. I got to clarify. But we'll be back moving forward every Wednesday. I think Tom.
He's coming back on?
Yeah. It depends, though, because he said he was in PA for work. But I know he was traveling back and forth. I don't know if he is now. Also, I'm going to be picking up the new merch. We're getting our hoodies in. The Kelly Greens are back, the OGs, and all that shit. So we're coming.
That shit going to slap.
Can't wait because it's hoodie season.
Yes, it is.
Go off then, sis.
Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We appreciate all the love, support, and the comments. If you guys haven't done so already, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell on YouTube. We are also available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeart,
and all that other shit.
Also, follow us on all of our social platforms as you do not want to miss our daily content on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and all that other shit. And we will see you guys next week at P&I, baby. Peace.
I'm caps lock different. It's facts, not fiction. Said I black out for real, then the track gone missing. If it's cap, I'm dipping. We ain't talking about a move, then it's flatline finished. When I spaz, I'm grinning. Put a peel off in the Sadies and I pass by spinning. It's perks with this life, but I don't have my skinach. Took a quick trip and now I'm back home winning. And I see they eyes pop like I snack on spinach. Pull up to the spot, she tryna grab my digits. I'm already 8 shots, a Henny past my limit. Here you go. Hazards with a dash full of tickets. I'ma act like I don't see them. I got bad eyes. eye vision. Y'all can't pass my scrimmage. While y'all tripping